DTI fam, what is going on this morning? Just finished up a quick 4-mile run. It's about 6 a.m. and as you can see, daylight savings is in full effect here in Charlotte. Still dark when the sun is usually coming up over the city at this time. But honestly, this video is coming out the day that it's recorded. And last week, obviously, there wasn't a video. I was struggling to really find something that I wanted to talk about, something that I was passionate about speaking to last week. And if I'm being 100% honest, I'm kind of having that same struggle today, but something did just come to me on this run. And so I figured, even if this is a short one, which I don't know if it will be, I guess we're going to see once we get into it how the conversation kind of flows, but I figured that something is better than nothing. We talked about this recently where going through the motions can be a negative thing, but can also be a way to be consistent, to hold true to that discipline, to do the things you know need done. So for me, this is going to be kind of a going through the motions exercise here, just because I want to get this done. It's something I want to be consistent on. And so what I want to talk about today is something that we talk about this Friday on the podcast that's about to be released. And it is about the different seasons of life. If you've been following me for any amount of time, then you know that this is an extremely busy season of life for myself and for Freddie, for being honest. But I'm just going to speak to myself because it's obviously what I know. Right now, I am currently working 2 jobs. I am training for a half marathon that's just a couple weeks away. So really like the bulk of the miles here. And I'm also reincorporating weight training. I am editing multiple podcasts. I am trying to grow my faith. I am planning a wedding, continuing to grow that relationship. And there's just a lot going on. And at times recently, it's kind of felt like I'm getting burnt out. And what I really want to talk about today is just having perspective on these different seasons of life. In the past, I've allowed myself to really get overwhelmed by all of the things that are going on in my life and detract from some of the more important things that I know I need to be doing in order to get where I want to go in life. And so right now I'm just trying to remain focused on the things that matter and just really hone in on those things that push the needle forward, I guess. And I think that there is some very big things on the horizon, and as long as I continue to work towards those, they are going to come to fruition. So a way that I'm kind of viewing this right now is that the devil knows that there is good things going on, and because of that, he's trying to use the same roadblocks and obstacles that I've let him defeat me with in the past. He's going to make myself super busy so that I get pulled away from God, from my calling, from my relationship, and all these things, because he wants me focused on myself, and he wants me focused on all these external factors that I don't necessarily have control in. But if I can take a step back and I can recognize this, then I know that while life is hectic, while this may be a time to grind, to hustle, I know that seasons pass, and that this is just a very busy season, but I'm trying to keep my eyes on the target. There is a plan that's bigger than me. There is something out there that I'm striving for, and as long as I keep working for that, then I really can't fail. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep my eyes focused on where I'm going, not the things that are around me right now. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter one. I didn't really know what I was going to say. I do think that there's a lot in here. I think that I can really unpack this. These thoughts in this way really just came to me on this run. Not really things that I discuss on the podcast, where you kind of talk about the season. And it may even seem like I'm complaining in that, but I'm truthfully not. It's just sometimes you still need to vent. And I know that Freddie is someone I can vent to about that, because he's in a very similar season of life as me right now. Very different ways, but a lot of the same busyness going on. And I know we're both super focused, super disciplined people. We have a lot that we want to accomplish, and we're not going to let these things get in our way. So appreciate y'all for tuning into my random mortal thoughts, as you have been, and much love. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.